Hi everybody, and welcome to Quest for Glory 1. I apologize for my voice being a little bit off. I've been sick. Hopefully it won't be that bad for you. We open up with a guilt trip. The software you are now using was produced through the efforts of many people. Designers, artists, programmers, musicians, and lots of other hard-working folk. If you make copies of this software for any reason other than to make a personal backup, you are not only breaking the law, but raising the cost of software for all legitimate users. Please do not make illegal copies of this game. I have bought legitimate copies of this series more than once. I feel perfectly safe and vindicated in what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, you will need the information contained in the printed documentation to successfully complete this game. In other words, it's not just the law, it's a good idea. That's a lie. If you have a basic knowledge of Germanic folklore, this game can be beat without any documentation, as I'm about to do. Yeah. Thanks, Sierra, for lying to me. The soundtrack of my childhood. Beautiful. Now, the introduction is just credits. I mean, it's just opening credits. We're not going to do that. We're going to start a new hero. And it's going to take a minute to load up because they got to show us this super fancy version. We're doing the VGA version, which is the updated remake. I'll also be doing the fan-made VGA version of Quest for Glory 2. Choose your character. I want moral fiber and a decent upbringing. Oh, you want me to choose my class? Well, we've got our fighter, we've got our magic user, we got our thief. As I said, we'll be doing a magic user playthrough. The magic user is a lot of fun, especially in the second and third game. He gets a lot of fun stuff to do. We'll call him Beldernick, and we'll see if, any of you get the reference. Now, as you can see here, he has 0 in quite a few stats. If you want to cross-class, all you do is give him points in those stats. The first set of 5 costs you quite a bit, though, so it costs me 15. But you can cross-class all you want. But since we're doing a straight playthrough, our magic user will not be able to parry, he will have no stealth, he cannot pick locks, he can't throw, and he can't climb. Luckily, he gets levitate, so climbing's kind of useless anyway. I'm going to go ahead and give him just a little bit more strength, because he's going to need to carry stuff. We'll give him 20 in that. Intelligence is big. Magic is big. Vitality is going to be health and stamina, both of which are important. In fact, I think those are going to be our starting stats. If I play this game just right, I'm not going to get into any fights. Anyway, let's enter the country of Spielberg. Now, voice acting doesn't kick in until the 4th game, so you're kind of stuck with me. Sorry. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are 2 people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. No, I'm not doing voices for all the characters, I'm sorry. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we could certainly use a hero around here. I am Sheriff Schultz Meisterson, and this is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. First thing I'm going to do is what I do in any of these games. We can turn the detail and the speed all the way up, so that playing this game won't take forever. Now, I'm not going to have every conversation with every character. In later games, you click on yourself to do things like introduce yourself, they haven't worked that into the first one. So instead, you talk to yourself, you get mumble, mumble, overworked, mumbled, underpaid, mumble, mumble, no control over my own life. Let's ask him about the brigands. There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. I'm not going to ask him about those. Monsters. The monsters come down from the mountain every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk about monsters. He has a lot of experience with them. And see, that opens up Wolfgang. It's dialogue trees. We can also... The goon will not talk to us. Since I walk really slowly, I'm going to go ahead and run everywhere. Besides, it's good exercise. This weird place right here is our magic shop, where we're going to spend most of our money in this game. Currently have 4 gold, 10 silver. Also, I mentioned stats before. These are my stats. See, I've already lost a stamina point for running all the time. But you will see these go up with use, and health and stamina and magic go down with use, obviously. But these upper ones will turn red to let me know that they have gained. The first thing we're going to do in town, you can see a thread thin of light under the door. It's possible that somebody's inside. Judging from what the sign says, the building at the end of the street is the Guild Hall. This is the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild Hall reminds you of the one in your hometown. The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters, Saurus, Troll, Griffin, Dragon, Cheetar, and the terrible Antwerp adorn the walls. You see a registration book on the table, and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guild master. He is snoring. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guild book here. This entry was made several years ago. It says, Baronet Bernard von Spielberg killed a troll near the Flying Falls on the 23rd day of October, because it has its own calendar. As any true hero, you sign your name in the Adventurer's Logbook with a flourish. Even in death, this monster remains awesome. The plaque reads, Dragon, slain by Baron Stefan von Spielberg. This is certainly a weird one. You've never seen anything quite like it. The plaque reads, Antwerp, slain by 2 guys from Andromeda. Because Sierra like to do their crossovers. I'm going to go ahead and ask him about the Antwerp, and we'll get on with our adventure. Then she turned around and I was staring into the biggest... Oh, it's you, my friend. I want to hear the rest of that story. Ah, I was so busy I didn't notice you come in. Welcome, welcome. It's so seldom that we have new adventurers here. Most people think this valley is cursed. Ask him about the guild hall. This is where an adventurer can find out who needs someone brave and courageous. There are many jobs on the bulletin board over there. It is also a good place to talk about adventures on a cold afternoon. We used to play cards here once a week as well, but there are too few adventurers in Spielberg anymore. They all died from monsters or brigands, or they just got too old. I want to ask about the trophies. Schultz and I killed most of the monsters on those walls. Tell me about the Antwerp. The valley was overrun by those odd monsters for 1 year. Schultz and I fought long and hard to rid the valley of those things. We might have failed even so had it not been for those 2 peculiar tourists who came to our aid. Tell me about these tourists. They said they were from some place called Andromeda. Must be someplace south of here, I guess. They certainly were odd. Alright, I'm done with him. Take a look at our bulletin board. Here is what we will be doing for this game. We'll find a lost ring. Inquire at the healers. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The pictures of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielberg. Inquire at Spielberg Castle gates. We will find Elsa. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at the gates. We're not really going to capture or kill him. Notice spell components needed. Cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. Sounds like a good way to make some cash. Wanted, brigand leader. Description: unknown appearance. Wears a cloak. Must provide proof of leader's identity. Reward of 60 gold coins and title of Hero of the Realm. Inquire at the gates. This poster seems to have been here for a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins for information leading to the return of Baronet Barnard von Spielberg. Inquire at the gates. He is kind of a jerk, but we will find him. Alright. See, I've been running around a little bit now. I just want to show you guys, see if it's had any effect. Nope, it's just running down my stamina so far. If you're a thief, it actually does pay to sneak everywhere. Because it'll build up your stealth skill pretty quickly. Oh, wow. She's got a little pet creature over there. She's got her own flying monkey. I am Zara. This is my companion. This is my companion. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. Hey, that's me, baby. How about you? I am both human and fairy folk. I draw my power from both. My name is Zara. This is my shop. How about, what's his face? Is both my familiar and my friend. We share our lives and our magic. I'm never gonna have a familiar. Let's see what she's willing to sell me. I need all 3 spells. I have to have all 3 spells. Fetch is good. Open is good. Oh no, I don't have the money for open. Or flame. At least I got fetch. Fetch is a good one to start with. So, we'll have to earn some money and come back and buy the rest here. How much money do I have left? 10 silver pieces. That is not very much. I could go into the Hero Tail Inn, but I'll wait a minute while I talk to this lovely filly over here. Oh, I skipped her dialogue. She was going to introduce herself. I'm so sorry, guys. But I'll talk to her anyways. I am Hildy, daughter of Heinrich the farmer. I can ask her out. She is quite the comely filly. Thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. He would not permit it. But perhaps next year. Ooh, baby, I will be back next year. Except I won't be. I'll be in another country. I need to buy 10 apples, but that'll take the last of my money. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. I think I need 4 bunches. There we go. Time also does progress forward in this game. So eventually it'll become nighttime. Your character does have to sleep. The breeze is cool, but you feel the shiver deeper than the cold. You're really on your own now, in a very dangerous place. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you come by a hut by the side of the road. I will be back here in a minute, but first, it's best to start every day off doing this. I want in. Castle. I'd like a job? The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help him clean out the stables. It doesn't pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. I'd like to take the job. Stop it. I don't care about rewards. I want the gate opened. Ah, here we go. Just a minute while I raise the gate. It's been a little while since I've played, and normally I play the old version where you type stuff in. So you guys are going to have to forgive me little lapses like that. Alright. So we're inside the castle. Here is a place where you can train sword fighting, except I'm a magic user, and I can't. However, I can come here once a day, earn a little bit of cash, and build up some stamina. You looking for work? Yep. Good. Come in here and take a rake. Every morning. I'll show you the sequence this time, and then I'll edit it out in future so you don't have to sit through it. This is part of what I meant about grinding, is you want to make sure you come here and do this once a day. I don't pay you to rest! Get to work, now! Because I'll show you, it builds up some stats, and you earn a tiny bit of cash. Okay, come on over here. You're now 5 silvers richer. In addition to being 5 silvers richer, my strength has gone up 3 points and my vitality has gone up 1 point. I'm going to go ahead and rest for 30 minutes. Boom! And that'll build back up my stamina down there. I'm going to go ahead and stop running everywhere as well because it's not helping me as much as I thought it would. Now, it's time to get on with the business of being a hero. And with a little bit of work, we can help that woman find her missing ring. So I'm going to go in here and talk. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from inside says, "Come on in." That's the way they keep the thief out of a lot of areas, is they put bolts on the doors, so you can only break into certain places. The fragrance of herbs mingles with some rather unpleasant odors as you step inside the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. I don't like what that implies. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me. I always have so much to do around here. I'm not gonna buy anything from her just yet. But what components will she need? Let's see. I always need components for making potions. Right now I need some of Arana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think, oh yes, cheetar claws. As a magic user, I am not going to get her troll beard or cheetar claws. But flowers and magic mushrooms, those I can get. I will be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks that you have so I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. Now, she said that she was missing a ring. My name is Amelia Appleberry, and I am mostly just known as the healer. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Terry. My ring is shaped in gold like a braid of the herb Athelis with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. If you continue to talk to her, she'll let you know a little bit more about Terry, which is that Terry's got a little girlfriend. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. I'll give a reward to the one who returns it. I wonder if this could be Terry's girlfriend. I'm going to go ahead and save here. Beldernick. Which I can never spell on the first try. Now, all I need to do is get the ring out of that nest. As a thief, I would climb up there. I think it's, or you can knock the thing out with a, see, there was a little glitter right there. You can knock the nest out with a stone. As a magic user, it is my job to fetch. Boom! First try. Sometimes you have to build that up first. You place the ring in your pack and leave the nest on the ground. The remnants of the nest are scattered on the ground. You politely knock on the door. The door slides open. I'm not going to reread the stuff that I've read before. Well, what can I do for you this time? Lady, it's more like, what can I do for you? Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. Okay, you put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. I'm not sure why our hero's so freaked out by getting kissed, but okay. I mean, she's not my type, but, you know, you found a ring for her. She gotta be grateful. It's a little later in the day now. What time is it? Sunset is approaching. Now, you can't just sleep on the ground. You'll get robbed. And you can't sleep outside of the city because night gaunts will just kill you. I summon you, Zara, mistress of the arcane. So you return to my shop. Ask of me what you will, but keep it to the point. Alright, lady. How's this for to the point? Give me the open spell. Can I get the flame spell too? I do not have enough. But now that I've got the open spell, and still 4 gold pieces, I'm doing pretty good for myself. I think I'll stop in the Hero Inn. The Hero's Tale Inn. Ah, my dear friends. Well, they'll become my dear friends. Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shameen at your service. May you find what you seek here. Especially if what you seek here is furry fan service. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit, rest, and you will be served by my Shima. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Oh, and this guy's gonna rant. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of his earthly possessions. All of them. It's alright, buddy. There you go. For those of you into cat girls, Quest for Glory's got your back. These are the kata. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food and drink? Sure, I'll take some food. We have a very good stew of newborn lamb along with honeyed chicken for a mere 3 silvers. Coffee is included in the price of the meal. Ask her name. I am Shima, which means in the words of the kata, she of the dance. And the second game does give her quite the extended dance sequence. Alright, here's your 4 silvers. Oh, I'll buy a full meal, why not? You pay Shima for a meal. As the game goes on, you will automatically eat rations from your inventory. You want to make sure you never run out. I guess I can ask him, what is your name? I am Abdullah Du, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, and former master merchant of Shapir, which is where we're going in the second game. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. 2 weeks ago, I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdullah Du, was going to be the first merchant into the valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the path into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including one huge minotaur. The minotaur is a beast. It wasn't meant to be a pun, but it was. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. I ordered dinner at some point, didn't I? I wish I had my own music every time I walked in somewhere. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Oh, baby. And her music renews so she can leave. The food tastes surprisingly good. The drink is delicious. And now she's going to come and take the tray away. Which again will require the playing of the music and her walking through. Permit me to clear the table for you. I could sleep here. Sleeping here is an option. But if I can, I am instead going to sleep at the one place in this game where you can sleep for free. It's a place I need to go anyway. Now, hopefully I just won't get attacked. Right now, my primary goal is to not get attacked. Because I'm pretty sure I would lose almost any fight. I've never been good at the combat in this series anyway. The centaur stops raking as you approach. I am Heinrich. I live in town with my daughter Hildy, who sells our produce on Market Street. Could I take your daughter out? She's quite the filly. Now I'm in the woods, where enemies can attack. And I'm operating completely on memory as to where I'm going. Luckily, it's not that hard to find. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large curved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has a fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. This is Irana's Peace. Irana is a very important character in the series. You come across evidence of her work in most of the games. I'm going to go ahead and pick some of these flowers. The healer will take more than one bunch. I'm going to eat one of these fruits, which are about as good as a potion. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. The stones have the words Irana's Peace carved upon the top. There are some runes carved along the sides. It won't let me see what the ones along the sides are. No amount of physical effort will be able to move this stone. But if I cast the open spell, the scroll vanishes even as you read the magical runes upon it. You now have the knowledge to cast a calm spell. Calm isn't as useful as you'd think it is, because if you cast it on a monster, it still kills you. It just does so very calmly. Anyway, it's nighttime. We've had a busy day. I'm just going to pass out here in the flowers. You sleep comfortably among the fragrant flowers. That's right, we're a homeless vagabond hero. You awake as the sun begins to rise. There is one monster I'm going to have to kill in this game, at least, and it's this guy. He's very slow moving, but I need to get into that cave to beat the game. I'm not ready to get in there yet, but eventually. Alright. Let's try taking care of some business here. Oh, I think It's amazing, I haven't gotten attacked yet. Oh, there's a lizard guy coming after me. Ah, you're safe on the path, though. Alright, I know where I am now. I bought all those apples. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Oh, there seems to be a fox north of the road. Help me, brave and kind hero. My foot is caught in a cruel trap, and I am in great pain. Surely you could take a minute to set me free. Sure. You spring the trap, because I'm a hero, after all. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays to be polite, even to rude people. As for the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta for now. Be seeing ya. You will never see the fox again. Nor will you ever see the trap again. It just kind of disappears the next time you walk onto this particular area. Let's see. That way will take me to Erasmus, the local wizard. I'm not really ready for Erasmus yet. Erasmus will have me play a game with him that will test my magical abilities to their limit. And even getting to Erasmus's castle is strenuous. Oh, nope, this is Erasmus's castle. Place I want should be... Okay. I mixed up two locations, so we're just going to walk through the woods for a little bit. And then we got to go to the castle and do our chores, remember? Oh no, I've been attacked. I got jumped from behind. Oh god. No! Run! He's going to chase me. But he won't actually show up on any special screens like this one. Far from the frost field fares forth this fighter. Hunger has hurled me hither from home. My name it is known in the Northlands as Broogie. Barter with blades clash or bargain with me. Bargain? Find me some fruit for to mellow my mead horn. Gift I will give of a gem that now glows. Jewel from Jotunheim, flare of the frost flame. Fetch to me fruit that will fill up my fists. Looks like it would take a lot of fruit to fill up those fists. Well, I've got 40 apples. Your fruit makes a generous pile, but they're not full yet. Shoot. Sorry. I'll get you more fruit, though. My bad. Took all my fruit. I gotta go get him some more fruit. Yeah, make sure you look both ways before crossing a town square. Hey, Hildy, I met your dad. He totally said we could go out. What do you say, lady? Buy some more apples. There. And whatever's left over will serve as rations for my character. He will survive on apples. Then we will go to the castle and do our chores. And then I don't know what I want to do next. Oh, I need to sell those flowers I picked up. Yes, yes. You're very big. I'm not going to fight a frost giant. Fruit you have found to fill all my food stores. Thus filled the bargain, my gem you have bought. Broogie has bartered, and all has been answered. The mead it may mellow, and now I head home. Doesn't even rhyme. Broogie strides off through the cave on his way back to his northern home, and we never see him or any of the frost giants ever again. Oh, so we're going to sell these flowers and go to our chores and maybe be able to buy the flame spell. Well, what can I do for you this time? Once again, honey. Well, no, actually, this time you can do something for me. I have 10 flowers. I can always use flowers from Marana's peace and potion making. Here are your silvers. I can always use flower, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the flame spell just yet. But that's okay. Let's go do our chores. Just a minute while I raise the gate. In the older version, he's actually a lot more irritating because you have to get his attention before you can ask him to actually open the gate. So you say open the gate and he says, "Oh, what? Were you talking to me?" Then you have to say open the gate again. Or you can say yes and then he'll say, "What did you want?" Yes, I need more work. The stableman hands you some silver coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. Which is great. And again, take a quick look at my stats here. Intelligence has gone up. That's because I was using some magic, and strength and vitality have gone up. See? It's a good system. And there's our weapons master, who does us no good whatsoever. But I will get a point for talking to him, so I guess I'll ask him his name. If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face. All right, well, fine. Boom, I got a point. I am the weapon master, expert swordsman and trainer. Well, that's great. I have magic. So, yeah. I actually think we're going to call it quits there for our first session. We're about 40 minutes in. I know it's been a lot of running around and not doing anything productive. But I assure you we are laying the groundwork, trying to build up our mage so he can do all sorts of fancy things. So, next time, our adventure will continue to commence. See you guys then.